Why was Brock Lesnar angry after beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Brock Lesnar vs. Roman Reigns is the most overrated and overdone feud of the century. They had some of the most mediocre matches in WWE history, yet the company considers this rivalry as one of the greatest ever. This designation can be given to Stone Cold vs. The Rock, John Cena vs. Edge, CM Punk vs. John Cena, etc. However, Reigns and Lesnar do not deserve to be in that category. In between the matches at WrestleMania 31 and SummerSlam 2022, they had a very boring match catalog filled with not-so-great matches. This rivalry reached peak boredom in 2018 when Vince McMahon was desperate to make Reigns the new face of the company. When Brock Lesnar won the Universal title in WrestleMania 33, everyone knew who his opponent was going to be next year. Roman Reigns was earmarked as Brock Lesnar's opponent at WrestleMania 34 for over a year. Vince McMahon wanted the star moment for Reigns, whether the crowd liked it or not. The big dog was not accepted by WWE's audience. Lesnar's Universal title reign was also slowly becoming dire after a good start. The Beast incarnate, not losing to hotter talents like Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman, affected it greatly. The road was clear for a long time. Roman Reigns, despite being hated, was going to be in the main event of WrestleMania again. This was going to be his crowning moment. Then, Vince's 2018-19 brain struck the booking of this match. This match, like the other Brock vs. Reigns matchups, was full of finisher spams. Lesnar was spamming his suplexes and F5S while Reigns did multiple Superman punches and spears. At one point in time, Reigns was busted open as well, but the crowd wasn't moved. They were sick and tired of this match. The main event of Mania was hijacked by the crowd, expressing their loud disapproval of both competitors. Lesnar, surprisingly, won this match. This result was more agonizing because we knew that Vince would continue this story, and he did just that. Backstage, Lesnar was upset with how the match went and the crowd reacted to it. He threw the title belt at Vince McMahon, signaling how much he hated everything. According to Brian James, better known as Road Dogg, Shane McMahon immediately confronted Lesnar about this. They were almost going to fight, but were separated by others in the locker room. Many people say Brock Lesnar doesn't care about match quality, but this incident shows that the crowd's lack of interest got to him. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar continued their rivalry after this match. Vince McMahon wanted Reigns to be the face of the company, but wanted to trick the crowd as well. So they tried a steel cage match with Reigns spearing Lesnar through the cage in the end at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Brock won the match because his body hit the floor first. This finish was controversial and indicative of how indecisive McMahon was about this situation. Finally, at that year's SummerSlam, Roman Reigns dethroned Brock Lesnar in the most hackneyed way possible. Lesnar was distracted by Braun Strowman trying to cash in his Money in the Bank opportunity. The Beast incarnate attacked Strowman and hit him with his own briefcase. Lesnar threw the case and returned to the ring, where he was greeted with a spear and won 2-3. This result neither helped Reigns nor Strowman. Both looked very weak coming out of this event. But at least Reigns won the title and all is over, right? During Reigns' match with Strowman inside the Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar came back and attacked both opponents. The match ended in a no contest. In a cell match? There was no escaping the feud. McMahon was enamored with Reigns-Lesnar storyline. At least, the rivalry ended with a bang. The SummerSlam 2022 Last Man Standing match was entertaining and heralded a new era in WWE. All the memories of 2018 were washed away, and the feud ended on a high note. Paul Heyman's new trio on WWE Raw with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker has targeted several top stars since their formation, and the Bloodline SmackDown may not be safe from the Hall of Famers' plans. At WrestleMania 41, Paul Heyman shocked the world by aligning with Seth Rollins, betraying his longtime clients Roman Reigns and CM Punk. To rub salt in the wound, it was revealed that Braun Breaker allied with them on the Raw After Mania episode. The trio has wreaked havoc on the Monday show since then, and it looks like those in SmackDown won't be safe, particularly the Bloodline. Since Paul Heyman teamed up with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, they have taken out several well-known names like Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and have even set their sights on Jey Uso recently. Interestingly, these names aren't just anybody or former champions, but members of the OG bloodline or those who associated with them in the past. Jey, Sami, and Roman were all part of the OG bloodline, with Punk teaming up with them as a favor for Heyman at Survivor Series, War Games 2024. The only OG member who has yet to cross paths with the Hall of Famer is Solo Sikoa, which might change soon. Tension between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu has been noticeable on SmackDown, which only heightened when the latter won the United States Championship at WrestleMania 41. Still, they managed to continue working side by side, even adding a new face to their faction, JC Mateo. Before Roman and Paul reunited at SummerSlam 2024, Heyman suffered a lot under Sikoa's reign as the tribal chief. When the Hall of Famer refused to acknowledge Solo, he was even put through the table. Months later, it's clear that moment is still present on the former Wiseman. At the beginning of this month, while Paul was talking with Jey, Heyman recalled Roman leaving him to suffer in the hands of Sikoa and the Tongans. From the looks of it, even if it has already been months since the incident, Paul Heyman still hasn't let it go, and there's still some resentment towards the SmackDown star. WWE will look forward to its next premium live event after Saturday night's main event next week. It will be the highly captivating Money in the Bank PLE, taking place on Saturday, June 7th at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California. Much like every year, the event will feature 2 namesake ladder matches for the coveted Money in the Bank briefcase for the men's and women's divisions. However, the recent developments and speculation surrounding the event might have hinted at marquee matches being added to the card. Here are the 3 showdowns that can happen at the 2025 WWE Money in the Bank. The world of professional wrestling will see the end of the career of John Cena, one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. The Cenation leader announced his retirement last year and kicked off his farewell tour on the debut episode of Raw on Netflix. Since then, Cena has shocked the world by turning heel, won his 17th World Championship, and faced top stars like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. With only limited dates left for Cena's appearances and in-ring matches, here are the 4 WWE superstars that can be the Unseen 17's next opponents. AJ Styles is a professional wrestling industry veteran who has wrestled for top promotions like TNA Wrestling and NJPW. In 2016, he made his debut in WWE, and in only a few months began a classic feud with John Cena. The duo has been involved in 3 spectacular matches in WWE history. In fact, the last time Cena and Styles collided was at the 2017 Royal Rumble event, when the Cenation leader defeated him to win his record-tying 16th World Championship. So, it can be interesting to see WWE rerun a John Cena versus AJ Styles match before he hangs up his boots for good. Seth Rollins emerged as a top attraction in the mid-2010s, and John Cena was a part of a top feud during his early days. Moreover, Rollins picked up a huge win over Cena at the 2015 WWE SummerSlam to win both the WWE and United States Championship.